In today's show, the Blockstream CEO Adam Back predicts a 1 trillion Bitcoin market cap by 2022 or sooner. He believes Bitcoin could boost its market cap by 400% in the next 2 years. He recently tweeted, "Conservative, I'd say Bitcoin likely sees a 1 trillion market cap within 2 years, probably sooner. 1 trillion is about $50,000 per BTC. I'll be breaking down his bullish price prediction for you in today's show. Also in today's episode, I'll be sharing Adam Back's bullish price prediction from a few months back, where he said the crisis will push Bitcoin to 300,000 even without institutions. He goes on to share that unlimited money printing will drive retail investors towards Bitcoin and push the price to $300,000 within 5 years. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the latest from Plan B of the infamous stock to flow model, who just tweeted Bitcoin holding strong after the BitMEX crackdown by the US government, crypto derivatives banned by the UK government, and McAfee arrested by the US government. Also in today's episode, Bitcoin and Ethereum bull Raoul Pal, the Real Vision CEO, details how to spot the next 100x investment. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. And he also just recently tweeted, with all this recent volatility, expect a big move either to the upside or the downside coming real soon. We'll be discussing this in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Chainlink, all the major cryptos back in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button, that's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash that link right below the video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. Bitcoin pioneer Adam Back predicts a 1 trillion Bitcoin market cap by 2022 or sooner, ultimately meaning that the market cap will boost by 400% within the next 2 years. Let's break it down. Bitcoin hitting 1 trillion market cap by 2025 is conservative, and those levels should hit in less than 2 years. That was according to Blockstream CEO Adam Back, who delivered a fresh bullish Bitcoin price outlook on Monday. He recently tweeted, "Conservative, I'd say Bitcoin likely sees a 1 trillion market cap within 2 years, probably sooner. 1 trillion is about 50,000 per BTC. Also keep in mind, when Bitcoin reached its all-time high of 20,000, it was about a 660 billion Bitcoin market cap. So we weren't that far fetched from 1 trillion. And what he's ultimately saying, expect a $50,000 Bitcoin price by the time the market cap is 1 trillion, which ultimately means by the time the Bitcoin market cap reaches 2 trillion, expect a $100,000 Bitcoin price." Back was responding to a report by ARK Invest, who in September forecasted a Bitcoin market cap of 1 trillion to 5 trillion by 2030 at the latest. ARK is well known for its enthusiastic price forecast for Tesla stock, which saw an almost unbelievable rise in 2020. And as of October, Bitcoin's market cap is just over 198 billion. For Back's prognosis to come true, the market would need to see a 400% increase by 2022. Let me know in the comments if you feel this is likely to happen. I feel it's inevitable and that it will happen in 2021, but I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. For reference, at the start of October 2 years ago in 2018, the figure stood at 114 billion Bitcoin market cap. Bitcoin traded at 6,600 2 months before the pit of its bear market, which bottomed out at 3,100, as you can see right here in this Bitcoin chart. Now, analysts are betting on a breakout. Further responses to ARK included on-chain data resource eCoin Metrics, which highlighted a 2 trillion Bitcoin market cap as equal to that of Apple. Bitcoin would trade at 100,000 under such circumstances, while to equal gold, the pair would need to reach $500,000. Checking out this tweet right here from eCoin Metrics. For context, a 2 trillion market cap for Bitcoin would put one Bitcoin at $100,000. That's also the same market cap as Apple. To reach the market cap of gold, one Bitcoin would be worth about $500,000. There's plenty of upside to come. Touche. And they included this right here: Bitcoin market cap in context. How much must one Bitcoin be worth to match the market cap of those assets? To match the US M2 money supply, Bitcoin would be trading at almost $1 million. To match that of gold, Bitcoin would be at roughly $500,000. And as I mentioned, to match that of Apple, Bitcoin would be trading at roughly $100,000. Bitcoin price activity is currently much more subdued, with analysts expecting more sideways action to characterize the remainder of the year. At the same time, anticipation is building over Bitcoin abandoning its correlation to traditional macro assets and rising in line with historical behavior, specifically centered on predictions from the stock-to-flow price forecasting models. If you're not familiar with the infamous stock-to-flow, it predicts a $100,000 Bitcoin price by the end of next year, as well as a $288,000 Bitcoin price medium average by the year 2024. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the infamous stock-to-flow. And also, here's an update from Plan B. Bitcoin holding stronger after the recent BitMEX crackdown by the US government, crypto derivatives banned by the UK government, and let's not forget as well as the KuCoin hack and McAfee arrested by the US government. So with the controversial Bitcoin stock-to-flow model being on track, once again, that would put us at about a $100,000 Bitcoin price by the end of next year. Let me know if you feel that is likely to happen. Drop me a comment. And now checking out some of the responses to this tweet. Do you think the 150,000 Bitcoins from the Mt. Gox trustee to repay users, which may be released on the 15th of October, will impact us negatively? That's a lot of Bitcoin. And Plan B responded, my sources tell me there's no repay or release of Bitcoins from Mt. Gox on October 15th, just the submission of a rehabilitation plan. And he included this document, which shows us right here. The Tokyo District Court issued an order to extend the submission deadline for the rehabilitation plan to October 15th, 2020. So there you have it. All right, and before I break down Adam Back's bullish $300,000 Bitcoin price prediction, first let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin down 0.69%, trading at 10,600 even. We have Ether down 1.5%, trading at 340 bucks. XRP down 1.7%, trading below 25 cents. BNB down 2.7%, trading at 27 bucks. Chainlink down almost 4%, trading at $8.82. We have EOS, one of the few altcoins actually in the green, up about 6%, trading at $2.64. And Miss Litecoin up 0.5%, trading at $46. All right, now let's break down Adam Back's bullish Bitcoin price predictions. He says a crisis will push Bitcoin to 300K, even without institutions. That's right. Blockstream CEO Adam Back says the unlimited money printing will drive retail investors towards Bitcoin and push the price to 300,000 within 5 years. That's right. Money printer go is equal to a $300,000 Bitcoin price, according to Adam Back, in an interview with Bloomberg, in which once again he denied that he was the Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto. Back outlined his thinking behind the sky-high price prediction. The cypherpunk OG, who was cited in the Bitcoin white paper, added that Bitcoin may not need the long-awaited flood of institutional money to push it into a bull run. He goes on to share, it might not require additional institutional adoption because the current environment is causing more individuals to think about hedging, Back said, and retaining value when there's a lot of money printing in the world. And that's a fact. He's referring to all the quantitative easing and trillions being printed out of thin air, which makes the bullish case for Bitcoin. Back, who holds the Bitcoin he mines in expectation of price appreciation, cited a number of trends working in Bitcoin's favor. These included more people working from home, as well as overvalued bonds and real estate investments, which make it difficult to get a decent return on most investments. He goes on the record to share, it's causing people to think about the value of money and looking for ways to preserve money. Back said, is a difficult environment to get any yield. And while he praised institutional investment fund Grayscale, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which is now buying up more Bitcoin than is being mined, he said investors' call from Goldman Sachs last week showed many big players did not understand the paradigm shift. However, this was a money-making opportunity for those already in the space. And let's not forget, recently MicroStrategy just purchased up a tremendous amount of Bitcoin, which back when he did this interview wasn't even in the pitch picture, he was just referring to the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, but now we have MicroStrategy and Grayscale racing to see who can acquire more Bitcoin. He goes on to share, it showed some misunderstandings about digital scarcity and what's useful about Bitcoin. Back said, you have a major sophisticated market player like that with unclear understanding of the value. To me, that indicates there's still a lot of headroom for price appreciation and adoption in the market. Adam's not telling no lies, as that's precisely what's been happening. We've been witnessing massive institutional demand. And he's saying, even without the institutional demand, Bitcoin is still likely to hit $300,000 as a result of the money printer go brrr. Now let's discuss inflation, which makes a $300,000 Bitcoin price achievable. In January, Back responded to reports that he had unearthed early Bitcoin dev Hal Finney's wild speculation that Bitcoin may be worth $10 million one day. That's right. Back said it was entirely possible that the high inflation could make $1 worth 10 cents over a decade or so, which would mean 10 million Bitcoin is 1 million Bitcoin in today's money. That's right. Here's what he's quoted saying, and 100,000 Bitcoin doesn't seem so far given. We've already crossed 10,000 threshold a few times when few expected even 1K some years back, and 10,000 seemed crazy. And that's a great point. Back when Bitcoin was trading at just $1, very few people anticipated a $100 Bitcoin. And back when it hit $100, many people were not expecting a $1,000 Bitcoin, let alone Bitcoin to climb all the way to an all-time high of $20,000. So back then, it did seem crazy, just as right now to many, especially perma bears, a $100,000 Bitcoin price seems so like a fantasy, when in reality, all we need to do is 10x from here. Has Bitcoin ever 10x previously? Heck yeah, Bitcoin has gone up over 10 million% in the past 11 years. So is it so far-fetched to imagine a $100,000 Bitcoin price, or even 300,000, or even 1 million, or 10 million? I don't think so, but what are your thoughts? Drop me a comment right down below. With that in mind, it's possible that Back expects a $300,000 Bitcoin price in 5 years' time to be more achievable, as it would be worth considerably less in today's money due to inflation. That's right, as that money printer continues to go brrr. What does that mean? It means the US dollar is being devalued. What's likely to happen? Well, more than likely, hedges against the dollar, safe haven assets such as gold and Bitcoin will continue to moon. But hey, that's just my 2 Satoshis. And earlier this year, January 11th of 2020, Plan B tweeted this from Hal Finney is 100 trillion market cap, and Adam Back responded to Plan B. It's closer than it sounds, as along the path of hyper-Bitcoinization, the USD inflation rises, aided by modern monetary theory rationale for high inflation. So $1 becomes, say, 10 cents over a decade or two of monetary craziness. Then a $10 million Bitcoin is a $1 million Bitcoin in today's money. Touche. He makes a great point, and he goes on to share, and 100,000 Bitcoin doesn't seem so far away, given we already crossed the 10K threshold a few times when few expected even 1,000 some years back, and 10,000 seemed crazy. And Plan B responded, totally agree. Must admit that I probably would not have this level of confidence and interest in Bitcoin if I would have not had 20 plus years experience investing 100 billion and personally seeing the unintended consequences of quantitative easing and negative interest rates. And Steven responded, this is going to sneak up on people and absolutely shock them. The climb from 20K to 100,000 will blow people's mind. And Adam Back responded, 2017 all over again. So there you have it. That's the case for the $300,000 Bitcoin price. And before I break down our next story of the day, Bitcoin and Ethereum bull Raoul Pal, the Real Vision CEO, details how to spot the next 100x investment. That's right. And before I break this down, let's first take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at 334 billion with 108 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and current BTC dominance is 58.7%. And now taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have EOS up 5%, trading at $2.64. Storage up about 2%, trading at 46 cents. Ether Classic up 1.7%, trading just above $5. Kyber Network up 1%, trading at 89 cents. And then we have some stable coins, as most of the altcoins are currently in the red. And now checking out the biggest losers within the top 100 in the past 24 hours, we have Hyperon down 69%, trading at 18.6 cents. Kusama down 17%, trading at $25. YFI, better known as Yearn.finance, down 15%, now trading at just above 15,000. Now this is pretty crazy considering just a couple of weeks back, Yearn Finance was trading at 44,000 as an all-time high. We have UMA down 15%, trading at $6. Uniswap down 14%, trading at $2.56. Below that, we have Oceans Protocol, Elron, Balancer, Aave, and Arweave. So as you can see, a lot of these decentralized finance projects are in the deep red and losing value quite quickly, including Band Protocol, Loopring, and the list goes on. Now, out of this list of altcoins, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on? Drop me a comment right down below. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are in domination mode once again, leading with almost 80 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with shorts leading 54% versus 46% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Holla at your boy. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 43 in fear. Yesterday was a 47 neutral, the same as last week, a 49 neutral, and last month a 41 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, and before I break down our final story of the day and we discuss Bitcoin and Ethereum bull Raul Pal detailing how to spot the next 100x investment, and if that ROI sounds good to you, first I want to encourage you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 550 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video, or if you're listening or tuning in on a different platform outside of YouTube, the direct YouTube link is cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also follow us on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes, to Stitcher Radio, and Google Play. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is cryptonewsyes. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a private crypto Facebook group. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you on the inside. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day, shall we? Bitcoin and Ethereum bull and Real Vision CEO Raul Pal is sharing his blueprint for how to spot the next investment with 100x potential. In an interview with Chris Dark, the host of the Dr. Dark After Dark, Pal says you don't have to venture far to find that life-changing bet. He goes on the record to share it's usually connected to something you already know. Generally speaking, it's a lot of preparation, and it's connecting of ideas and seeing patterns emerging and going, you know what? The timing is feeling like it's coming. And then you start digging in, doing your homework, thinking about how you're going to do this particular idea, whether it's a business or whether it's a trade. The Bitcoin bull also emphasizes that following the advice of the majority is not the way to go. Tell him, Raul, I think you need more than the obvious catalyst. You need something that nobody else is seeing, not what everybody else is seeing. I think that's really where it comes from. You look for asymmetry, you look for trade construction, and then you make sure you can hold over a period of time. If you remember from The Big Short, a lot of people couldn't hold on, and the people that did were called crazy for a long period of time. These things are hard. You need a massive stomach for risk. That's where I think real wealth comes from. Pal said he believes Ethereum is a call option on a platform for a future of finance. As for Bitcoin, Pal is confident that the top crypto will continue to do well, and he continues to believe in his investment hypothesis. He goes on to share, Bitcoin started with retail, it's going to go institutional. Therefore, the amounts of capital that's flooding into the space is going to be absolutely enormous. That's one hypothesis. The second hypothesis is that Plan B stock to flow ratio has value, and it has value not only for Bitcoin, but for gold and other things. Thirdly, this technology is groundbreaking, and it has future potential uses for the entire financial system and beyond that. These are the three legs of why I believe in this trade. So there you have it, coming directly from the Real Vision CEO, Raul Pal. And now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. Bitcoin pioneer Adam Back predicts a 1 trillion Bitcoin market cap by 2022 or sooner. He shares right here that a 1 trillion market cap puts Bitcoin at about 50,000. So a 2 trillion Bitcoin market cap would put the Bitcoin price at about $100,000. And he also shared earlier this year a $300,000 Bitcoin price prediction as a result of the money printer go. Yes, right. And I also shared the latest of Plan B of the infamous stock to flow model, which shows Bitcoin holding strong even after all these bearish scenarios just recently took place. And I also shared with you Bitcoin and Ethereum bull, Raoul Pal, detailing how to spot the next 100x investment. And now let's end it with Raoul Pal's recent tweet from just a few minutes ago. Bitcoin's 30-day historic volatility has been falling fast and is in the 20s. In the past, it has hit 20% volume 7 times. 6 times, price exploded higher immediately, and volume hit 80% in a few months. One time, November of 2018, prices fell sharply. Either way, a big move is coming soon. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go from here? Do you think we'll break out to the upside, or that we'll close that CME futures gap sitting at about that $9,600 to $9,700 level? Drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right. And turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash that link right below this video in the description and register for this free system entitled OPM Wealth. You'll be glad you did, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.